Hello everyone, welcome to my lesson. Today during our lesson we will discuss language teacher education in the UK and Uzbekistan. So let me introduce with a plan of our lesson. Today we will introduce with the course Linguodidactics, and we will discuss pedagogical education in the UK and Uzbekistan. We will discuss reforms in Uzbekistan, and then we will discuss key differences between pedagogical education in Uzbekistan and the UK, and we will compare the similarities between the education system of Uzbekistan and the United Kingdom. So first, let's discuss what is linguodidactics. Linguodidactics is an applied linguistic discipline that examines both the teaching of a foreign language and the acquisition of foreign language. So it means that linguodidactics, it's just teaching the language. So you know that our university is state pedagogical university, and we will prepare future teachers, and our faculty is foreign languages faculty, and we will prepare future language teachers for secondary schools, for license, for colleges. So, and linguodidactics studies the general patterns of language teaching, develops methods and means of teaching a specific language depending on didactic goals. So through this course you will learn how to use different kind of methods and approaches in the language lessons, and we have got such kind of several methods and approaches that just we can use only in language teaching. So linguodidactics studies the methods and approaches of teaching the language for other learners. So, and now let's discuss pedagogical education in the UK. Today our main topic is just language teacher education in the UK and Uzbekistan. We will discuss the similarities and differences between their education system, how they prepare language teachers in the UK and how we prepare in Uzbekistan language teachers. So first let's discuss pedagogical education in the UK. In the UK, undergraduate and postgraduate routes, we can say there are multiple routes to becoming a teacher. One common route is just through a university-based teacher training program. In the universities, they offer different kind of teacher training programs, and you can choose between undergraduate programs or postgraduate programs. So after having graduated this kind of programs, you can become a teacher at secondary schools. And the next one is just a postgraduate certificate in education, is a popular choice for those with a relevant bachelor's degree. So after having got your bachelor degree, you can have this kind of certificate. So it combines academic study with practical teaching experience and leads to qualified teacher status. So after having got this certificate, you have to be qualified teacher status. You have to get this kind of teacher status. So, and the next one is school-centered initial teacher training. These programs are school-based training options. They provide hands-on classroom experience under the guidance of experienced teachers. So in order to become school teachers, you have to finish this kind of courses and you have to get the certificate. And qualified teacher status is a key goal of teacher training in the UK. It is a professional recognition that allows you to teach in state-maintained schools. So in order to become a teacher at schools, you have to get this kind of status. So as we have mentioned before, this is a key goal of teacher training in the UK. And there are teaching standards in the UK. So what's teaching standards? The UK has a set of teaching standards that trainee teachers are expected to meet. So in order to become skillful teacher, you have to have such kind of teaching standards and you have to follow them. These standards cover areas like subject knowledge, classroom management, and professional conduct. So in order to design your lesson plan, in order to manage your time in the classroom, you have to have such kind of teaching standards and you have to follow them during the lesson. And assessment step into the realm of, for example, we can say that in order to assess your students, you have to follow the teaching standards also, and you have to explore the process of content, for example, subject content. Readers can gain an appreciation for the hands behind, for example, and you have to assess your students according to their participation, according to their performance. And continuing professional development is just teachers in the UK are expected to engage in ongoing professional development to enhance their skills and keep up with best practices. So continuous professional development courses can help teachers to develop their teaching skills, to develop their professional skills, their methodological skills, and to refresh their knowledge. For example, they will update their knowledge according to different kind of continuous professional development courses. And now let's just discuss pedagogical education in Uzbekistan. How we prepare future language teachers in Uzbekistan. Teacher training institutes. We can say that in our country we have got teacher training institutes which prepare future teachers. For example, we can say that our university is just pedagogical university and we prepare future teachers. Pedagogical education is primarily provided by specialized teacher training institutes and pedagogical universities. We have got pedagogical institutes also, and we have got pedagogical universities also, and they prepare future teachers for secondary schools, for colleges, for license. And the duration, we can say, it's sometimes mostly in the universities, it may last 4 years. For example, in our university also, in order to become teachers, they should study 4 years. Specializations, for example, can be different. We have got different kind of specialties. For example, we have got departments, we have got faculties, we have got primary education faculty, we have got preschool education faculty, music faculty, we have got physical education faculty. So they will study according to their specialty, and after having graduated this kind of universities, pedagogical universities, they can teach the subject at schools. For example, if they graduate foreign language faculty, they will teach English at schools. Or they can teach English at colleges, maybe license, maybe, and and next one we can say, for example, in Uzbekistan, we have got postgraduate education also. After having graduated the university, our students, for example, they can continue their study as a master degree program, as a doctoral program. And Uzbekistan, we can say, all universities, they offer postgraduate education opportunities for teachers looking to further their qualifications. And next one, we can say, in order to study at continuous professional development courses, teachers should have time management. They should improve their networking with other teachers. They should be able to communicate good with others, with their students, with their teachers. For example, time management. We know that time management is very important in the lesson. Teachers should manage their time in the lesson. They should during the lesson, they should have the new topic with their students also, and after having the new topic, they should have different kind of activities with their students, and they should help their students to improve their communicative skills. And in the lesson, there should be networking among students and the teachers, and there should be communication among teachers and students. And teachers should use more and more student-centered lessons. For example, linguo-didactic subjects can help our master degree students how to manage their time for higher education students. For example, when they study at bachelor degree, they learned how to manage their time for schools, but linguo-didactics can help them to manage their time for higher education students, because after having graduated master degree programs, they can teach at higher education universities. So in this case, they have got more time than schools, and so they should design their lessons according to time management. And learning and goal setting, for example, teachers should help their students how to learn the language, how to set the goals. For example, in the methodology, we know that there is such kind of special term for setting goals. This is SMART goals. So for example, any kind of teacher, not only language teachers, all teachers should help their students, their learners, how to set goals, how to achieve their goals, and how to learn new information. Learning language, for example, it can be somehow easier for the students who can set their goals directly or exactly according to time. So they should know how to set goals, and they should know how to achieve their goals. And then they should improve their ability to learn the language and to learn the new information, and somehow it can help to improve their self-study skills also. They should have self-study skills in order to improve their knowledge, in order to improve their learning. And language of instruction in our country, we can say in Uzbekistan, Uzbek is a primary language of instruction in teacher training programs. But programs may also include courses in other languages such as Russian or English also. We know that Russian language is a second language in our country. And English language is a foreign language, and in our country we have got Uzbek schools, we have got Russian schools, and we have got specialized schools which their language of instruction is English language. All their subjects are provided in English language, and the teachers also, they use English language in the lessons. So, and they use clear methodology, content and language integrated learning methodology in their lessons. So they are specialized in private schools. And we have got also Russian schools also, and their primary language is just Russian language. All their subjects are conducted in Russian language. So we can say in our country we have got Uzbek language schools, Russian language schools, and English language schools. And continuous professional development is encouraged for practicing teachers to keep their skills up to date. So we have got different kind of continuous professional development courses in our country, and they are situated in the universities also, and we have got special such kind of continuous professional development institute, and this is for teachers. So while working at schools, maybe while working at license, while working at colleges, they can study at continuous professional development institutes also, in order to be updated or to refresh their knowledge, in order to improve their skills, in order to improve their methodology, their professional skills. They have to go to different kind of continuous professional development institutes and different kind of courses. And also there are different kind of online courses also for teachers. They can learn a lot of things from online courses. They can refresh their knowledge, they can update their knowledge according to these online courses, and we can say they are very helpful and informative for teachers. And reforms in Uzbekistan, we can say, has been working on educational reforms in recent years to modernize its education system and improve the quality of teacher education. These reforms aim to align with international standards and best practices. And we can say that there are different kind of, a lot of presidential decrees which help to improve the educational system in our country. For example, presidential decree number 289, we can say it's just very important presidential decree for our university, because after this presidential decree our university became university, because before we were Jizzakh State Pedagogical Institute, and after this presidential decree we became university, and this is great honor for us to become university. And according to this presidential decree, there are a lot of reforms for improving the quality of education system in our country, especially for pedagogical universities and pedagogical institutes. There are given a lot of opportunities for teachers. For example, the teachers can go to different kind of foreign universities for improving their professional development courses, maybe for improving their professional skills. For example, they can go to foreign universities for having internship programs, maybe for having professional development course. Maybe all the expenses will be covered by the ministry or by the university. So according to this presidential decree, there are such opportunities for teachers. and there are given different kind of opportunities for students of pedagogical universities and institutes also. So we can say that our government just paying great attention to the improvement of educational system in our country. And now let's just compare education system of Great Britain, United Kingdom and Uzbekistan. So pedagogical education system and language teacher education system, and key differences of United Kingdom. So there is key difference according in the structure, and then examination. For example, the UK education system is divided into stages: primary education, secondary education and higher education, and students often take public exams known as A-level examination or GCSE. This kind of examination they have got. So the UK education system, for example, we can say A-level examination, this kind of, after having finished their schools, in order to enter the university, they have to take A-level examination. And according to the result of this examination, they will be accepted for the universities. So we can say this is the key differences between our country and the United Kingdom, because A-level examination, we have no A-level examination in our country. In order to enter the university, our students have to pass state testing center exams. So according to the results, they will be accepted to the university. So this is the key difference between the education system. And then the key differences, we can say teacher training. Teacher training programs in the UK can be undergraduate, bachelors of education or postgraduate. And teaching standards and certification are also regulated nationally. For example, we can say Bachelor of Education, after having graduated the bachelor degree, they have to get special program Bachelor of Education in order to become a school teacher. So this is the key differences. This is in the United Kingdom. And the structure. And we can say Uzbekistan's education system includes 12 years of compulsory education, and it consists of primary, basic, secondary and upper secondary education. And United Kingdom's education system is just, we have said that they have got another structure. And language of instruction in the UK, we can say it's English language. This is their primary language, their basic language is their official language, is English language. And but they have got also schools that can be language of instruction can be another language, like French language maybe, German language maybe, and in this case their teachers also use Khalil methodology. And in Uzbekistan, Uzbek is a primary language of instruction in schools, but some schools, as we have mentioned before, for example, it can be Russian, it can be English, or it can be Karakalpak language also, because you know we have got Karakalpakstan Republic, and their language, and in this area we can say their language of instruction is just Karakalpak language. And Uzbekistan, we can say we have got Uzbekistan's education system is regulated by the Ministry of Preschool and School Education and the Ministry of Higher Education. For example, schools are regulated by the Ministry of Preschool and School Education, and universities and institutes are regulated by the Ministry of Higher Education, and they set guidelines and standards for schools and teachers. For example, we have to follow the standards and guidelines of the ministry. All teachers, they have to follow the standards and they have to follow the guidelines which were given by the ministry. And teacher training. Teacher education is typically provided by teacher training institutes and pedagogical universities. Programs are 4 years long and lead to a bachelor's degree in education. For example, after having graduated their bachelor's degree, they can go to schools in order to teach the language, maybe in order to teach their subject. And continuing education in our country, we have got in-service teacher training and pre-service teacher training. In-service teacher training program, for example, the school teachers maybe, or college teachers or university teachers, they can go to different kind of continuous professional development courses while teaching, for example, while having their job at schools, maybe at the universities, maybe. And pre-service teacher training programs, this is for universities. For example, in our faculty, our faculty is foreign languages faculty, and we use preset program. This is pre-service teacher training program. It helps our students to improve their methodological skills, their language skills, their professional skills. And our subjects are divided into language improvement subjects and methodology improvement subjects. For example, according to this preset program, we have got subjects like reading, writing, listening, speaking, so grammar, vocabulary, and we have got methodological subjects like language classroom, teaching different age groups, so methodology. So our students learn how to become a teacher, and they will improve their language skills also. So we use pre-service teacher training programs and in-service teacher training programs for our teachers. And now let's discuss the similarities between these countries' education system, their pedagogical education, how they use, what they use to prepare future language teachers. For example, similarities we can say compulsory education. All these two countries, they have got compulsory education. In the UK also they have got compulsory education, and in our country also we have got compulsory education requirements, and students are required to attend school up to a certain age. We have got also certain age to go to schools, and in the UK also they have got the certain age. And public and private schools. We have got also public and private schools, and in the UK also they have got public schools, they have got private schools. Public schools are government funded and generally free, and while private schools are independently funded and may charge tuition. For example, in our country also we have got public and private schools. Private schools, we can say, in order to attend for private schools, students have to pay tuition for the schools because they are independently funded. They are not funded by the government, by the state, so they have to pay by themselves. And teacher certification, all these two countries require teachers to obtain certification or qualification to teach in formal educational institutions. In order to become teacher at school, in order to become teacher at higher education, they have to get certificate or diploma, and they have to get qualifications from the university. So if they have no any kind of qualification or certification, so they don't have right to teach at schools, they don't right to teach at universities. So, and another similarities we can say curricular subjects. Core subjects like mathematics, science, language, arts, and social studies are typically part of the curriculum in all these countries. We can say they have got the curriculum. In the UK also they have got curriculum. In Uzbekistan also we have got curriculum for schools, for universities, and teachers have to follow the curriculum, and teachers have to teach according to the curriculum, and teachers have to design their lessons according to the curriculum. And examination and standardized testing is commonly used in the UK and Uzbekistan to assess student performance and progress. In order to assess our students' participation in the lesson, in order to assess their performance, we have to use different kind of examinations, and according to the examination results, we can assess our students. And another similarities we can say higher education system. And in UK also they have got higher education system, and we have got also higher education system, and we offer different kind of degree programs. We offer undergraduate programs, we offer postgraduate programs, and continuous professional development. Teachers in these countries, for example in the UK also, in Uzbekistan also, are encouraged to engage in continuous professional development to enhance their teaching skills and stay updated with best practices. And multilingual education is common, with students often having the option to learn multiple languages, including English. For example, in UK also, in Uzbekistan also, we can offer different kind of languages. For example, we have got French language, language also in our schools, in our university also French language, German language. So we can offer different kind of multiple languages as a foreign language. And educational system in all these countries, in all these two countries, we can say, have undergone reforms to adapt to changing educational needs, standards and technologies. So in all these countries, in Uzbekistan also, in the UK also, there are different kind of reforms in order to improve the system, in order to improve the education system. And we can say that a good education can change anyone, and a good teacher can change everything. So teachers should be skillful, teachers should be helpful, they should facilitate their students, they should facilitate their learners to learn the information, to learn the language. So teachers usually, language teachers we can say, and all teachers maybe, they use different kind of teaching styles in their lessons. They can use authority teaching style, they can use facilitator teaching style. So mostly language teachers, they use facilitator teaching style because they just try to help their students, their learners, to learn their new language. So, and a good language teacher can change everything. So they can change, for example, the atmosphere of learning languages maybe. So that's why if you are going to be a teacher, you should be very helpful to your learners, you should facilitate your learners, and you should be skillful, and you should improve, you should always try to improve your skills, like methodological skills, professional skills, and you should be professional of your subject. And in our country, you know, for example, in Uzbekistan, we can say in the UK, they use IELTS examination for entering different kind of universities, maybe for having different kind of programs. So in the UK also they use IELTS certificate. In our country also, for example, if our students are going to study at foreign universities, they have to get IELTS certificate, or they have to get different kind of international certificates like TOEFL certificate, maybe IELTS certificate, maybe. They should achieve good results in order to have successful programs in different foreign universities. And British Council, this is UK, we can say UK offers British Council programs in our university, in our country also, and we use different kind of British Council programs in our education system. And British Council always supports English language teachers. They offer different kind of programs, they offer different kind of courses, they have got a lot of resources to improve teachers, language teachers' teaching skills. So we can say in our university also we have got collaboration with British Council, and we conduct IELTS examination in our university, and our teachers, our students, they have got opportunity of taking IELTS exams in our university. And now let me give some information about our foreign collaboration with foreign universities. For example, we have got collaboration with University of Portsmouth. This is situated in the United Kingdom, and we can say through this collaboration we can get a lot of experience from United Kingdom University. Every year we exchange our teachers, our university teachers, they go to Portsmouth University for having different kind of professional development courses, for internship programs, and Portsmouth University professors, they come to our university in order to conduct lectures for our students. So we can say with the help of this collaboration we have got an opportunity of improving our experience, of improving our skills. So now we are learning a lot of information from Portsmouth University teachers. We are exchanging the information, we are exchanging our curriculum. So we are using their curriculum, we are using their different kind of programs, we can say. So this kind of collaboration can help all language teachers to meet with experts of their fields. For example, in Portsmouth University there are a lot of different kind of professors, and they can share their knowledge, they can share their experience with us. So it's very, we can say, very wonderful collaboration with Portsmouth University. And the next institution, this is Norwich Institute for Language Education. It's also situated in the UK. So we have got also very active collaboration with this institute. So every year we send our teachers to this institute because they offer a lot of professional development course for language teachers. So in these courses, our teachers can improve their professional skills, their methodological skills, because we can say this institute is just #1 institute in the UK which offers different kind of professional development courses. They have got CELTA course also, they have got Delta course also, and our teachers, they went to this institute and they got their CELTA certificates. And there are a lot of different kind of technologies, methods that teachers can use in their lesson. So, and nowadays mostly language teachers, they use different kind of technologies like blended learning technology they use in their lessons, they use flipped learning technology, they use communicative language teaching methods in their lesson, because we should improve our students' communicative skills. And in order to improve their communicative skills, teachers, language teachers should use communicative language teaching method. There are a lot of language teaching methods which can help our students, but the most, we can say, the most useful method, this is communicative language teaching method. And the teachers, before designing their lesson, they should take into consideration their students' learning styles. We know there are different kind of learning styles, and we have different kind of learners. We have got auditory learners, we have got visual learners, we have got kinesthetic learners, and we have to design our lesson plan according to the needs of our students, according to their learning styles. And in this case, our lesson can be very productive and effective. And teachers should use CRAME strategy for designing their lesson. So for having successful lesson, for example, teachers should be creative, teachers should be reflective, they should reflect what they know, they should be very active during the lesson, they should be effective, and they should be motivated. Teachers, language teachers should be motivated, they should motivate their learners to learn their language. So that's why we can say teachers should use CRAME strategy, teachers should be aware of their learner style, teachers should use communicative language teaching in the lesson. Most teachers, they are using flipped learning technology. For example, they don't give any kind of home task to their students, they just assess their students, for example, during the lesson according to their participation, according to their performance. For example, we have got HEMS platform. This is online platform, and all the resources are provided in this HEMS platform. So students have got an opportunity of having introduced with the resources beforehand. Before the lesson, they can go into the HEMS platform and they can take the resources before the lesson. And then when they come to the lesson, they can discuss the topic with the teacher. They can have different kind of activities, maybe discussions, maybe debates, maybe, and through this way teachers can improve their communicative language skills. So this kind of technologies can help all teachers to make very productive and effective lesson. So thank you very much for your attention. So this is the end of our lesson. Goodbye.